guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this look right here. It's kind of my go-to daytime glam look slash my work look. I go to this look literally every day. I love this look so much. I didn't cover this because I didn't want to, but I like to just kind of like throw on a hat once in a while and kind of tone down the look. So I don't know if you guys are into this, but I've been really into like just like a plain solid blank hat and then just covering it up. I got this in Korea, and but I think you can find these on like Amazon or something. But yeah, I love this kind of look, just like simple, and I feel like it kind of tones down the makeup look, like how heavy it is. So I'm gonna take it off now. So if you're interested in this makeup look, then please keep watching and stay tuned till the end because I have a couple of updates for you guys. So I'm going to be starting off with my e.l.f. BB cream. I also just wanted to mention, if you are interested in the song that is playing right now, I am actually singing it with my friend Joe Bae. He has a SoundCloud, which I will link down below. We have been collaborating and making some music, so if you're interested, I will make sure to leave that down below. Anyways, back to the makeup. I am just blending that in with my Sonia Kashuk buffer brush. I have been buffing in my e.l.f. makeup with this brush. I love it. Just does the job. And I'm taking Light by Bare Minerals. I've had this thing forever, and I'm just patting that in with my e.l.f. concealer brush. I have two of these, one for eyeshadow and one for my concealer. I have been having a breakout these days. I think it's because that time of the month is coming very soon. So yeah, I'm just covering some of my breakouts. I mentioned that I didn't want to cover that big pimple there because I just didn't want to. And I find that when you do more makeup, you don't really notice it in the end. Taking my Anastasia Contour Cream Kit, or Cream Contour Kit. I'm taking that on a stippling brush. This is also by e.l.f. I love the e.l.f. brushes. If you are on a budget and you want some great quality makeup brushes, go check out e.l.f. Studio Lines brushes. They're $3. They're amazing. They do the job. They're so soft. I love them. So taking the mini stippling one, I've just been contouring my temples, my cheeks, my nose. With my nose contour, I want it a little bit more defined, so I am taking my Bare Minerals concealer brush, and as you can see, I'm drawing a line. I kind of look like a lion or a cat, like a feline, when I do my nose contour, which I think is kind of funny, but I'm still learning. I want to make my nose contour better. I feel like it's too wide at the moment, and I feel like I'm defining it too much, like maybe I'm putting too much product on. I didn't notice it after the end of, blending it all out, but I still want to get better at my nose contour, so bear with me. If you are like a certified makeup artist and you're watching this, sorry, I'm not very good, but I'm still learning. So I'm just going to blend that out, make sure it's just straight. That was my biggest thing. I just wanted it to be straight. I'm blending that out with my traveling Chanel brush. It's just a blush brush, but I've just been using that to blend it out. I also use my beauty blender, but sometimes I get lazy to use it. It's just like getting up and going to wet it just takes a little bit longer. It's just an extra step. So taking my number 7 blush in Soft Damson, taking that on my stippling brush by MAC. I love using a stippling brush for blush because I find that it doesn't apply all of the powder. It just gives you a nice flush, and it's not heavy. It looks airbrushed, it looks natural, and that's why I love using a stippling brush. Using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. I have been using this since I was like in high school. It's been a long time. It's lasted me so long. I've been highlighting like crazy because I love highlighting and I love glowy skin. But I do find that when you highlight your acne or any kind of texture, it really, really shows it off. So I definitely just tried to concentrate it away from my acne, but more on the tops of my cheeks. Taking the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D, I am just putting an all over warm yellowy shade, and that is just going to go all over my lid using a transition shade. This is just going to be a soft brown. I mix those two together because I find that just using a transition shade makes it look kind of muddy, or it just doesn't transition as well. So I like to mix that in with another powder so that it blends better. This is the other e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush I was talking about. I'm just taking that in my crease. I don't have super defined creases, so I'm just trying to carve them out with my concealer, or not my concealer, my eyeshadow. So I'm taking this burgundy maroon dark plum shade with a little bit of brown tones to it. Taking that on my MAC 217 brush. I'm just placing that on my lids, and then I will be blending that out soon enough, but this is just going to be my all over eyeshadow. I'm also taking that on my lash line, but I will be blending it out with my Flawless Concealer brush as well as this MAC 217 brush. I find these days that using a matte plum shadow has really looked good on me these days. I'm thinking of doing it with some mauve tones and just trying out different things, but if you are interested in kind of going for a soft look, I really recommend, rather than using like a gold shimmery shadow, try a dark transition shade all over your lid. I think you'd be surprised at the effect that it gives your eyes. For me, it looks super soft and very sultry, I want to say, but I've been really into it these days. So I'm just going to go on to brows. I have already highlighted my brow bone with a little bit of Soft and Gentle again. I'm taking the Nudes palette and going back in my brow powder. I haven't used this in a while. I've been using my Daiso eyebrow pencil, but I wanted to go back to the powder. I like the way that my brows look with the powder, but I'm just taking that and just filling out the gaps. My brows are pretty thick, the hairs are very thick, so I don't necessarily need a lot of coloring or filling in, just the gaps and the little sparser areas at the ends. I like to shape them and kind of fill them in towards the end. So the front I don't really focus on, but definitely towards the back. And then I will be filling in my other eyebrow and moving on to my eyeliner. If you watched my what I got for Christmas video, Justin's mom had gotten me this MAC cosmetic bag with all these MAC makeup and brushes inside. This is one of the brushes from that collection. I wasn't sure what it was called, but I'm just taking that on my e.l.f. eyeliner, gel liner, and I love the way that this brush has been giving my eyeliner shape. It's very pointed, and I think it does a great job compared to my angled eyeliner brushes that kind of looks more like for your brows, if you know what I'm talking about. So I think I'm going to be gravitating towards this kind of brush more. In terms of my eyeliner, I don't want to go into detail, but the biggest thing that I've been doing these days to get that like slay look is making sure that your eyeliner is slanted straight horizontally. I don't know if that makes sense, but make sure it's just horizontally straight and not as curved, if that makes sense. I'll do an eyeliner video later to kind of go more into detail. But moving on to my lashes, I'm just using Demi Wispies. This one gives me a very naturally fluttered look. I think if you wanted to go out with this makeup, I would highly recommend using some thicker, denser, fuller lashes that aren't so flared towards the ends, but rather flared all over. Taking my MAC lip liner in Whirl, I am just lining my lips. I do like to overline my lips when I'm going out or when I want a more defined look, and I do find that my upper lip has slightly different shapes to it, so I'm just kind of evening them out, trying to make them a little bit more symmetrical, and I'm just doing that using my liner, but I will be taking a liquid lipstick over it because I find that liquid lipstick for me stays the best and dries really matte, which I love. I love that kind of look. This is the Bow and Arrow by Kat Von D, so I'm just taking that on my lips. You've seen this in a ton of my videos. So moving on to my eyes, just covering the glue with a eyeliner. I think this is a really important step that I have been skipping out on in a couple of my videos for sure, but I highly want to recommend doing that to cover that band. And then I'm just pulling my hair out because it was up in a bun before this video started, and just kind of playing with it, and then all the posing will come in now.
Love you, it's easy 'cause
So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you guys want more videos from me, then just subscribe down below. It's free, so just subscribe, and make sure to follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. I will leave those like names right here, the usernames. I am all over Snapchat. I've been loving Snapchat these days, so make sure you go follow me. I'll like insert some Snapchats if you want to like preview. Just kidding. I know this song is gonna literally be so annoying. But yeah, so I'm on spring break now and I'm super excited. I'm not going anywhere, sadly. If you guys want to see more updates about me, just make sure to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye, you guys.